Man, I just don't think hanging out with people feels the same anymore. And honestly, I don't think it's just nostalgia or whatever. Something genuinely feels different now. Even when people are together, it feels like nobody's mentally like fully there anymore. And I've noticed this more and more recently. You'll be sitting with people and the conversation will be going fine, but there's always this underlying feeling that everyone's attention is just partially somewhere else. Someone checks a notification, someone opens TikTok for 2 seconds without even really realizing they did, someone responds to a text, in the middle of a conversation, and none of this even feels rude anymore because it became so normal. But honestly, I think it changes the feeling being around people, the feeling of being around people, because conversations used to feel more complete, I guess, and now they kind of just feel incomplete. They feel fragmented. And I don't think people realize how much constant distraction changes like this social energy because humans can tell when someone isn't fully like mentally present, even if it's subtle. And modern life makes us feel, it makes presence feel rare. And I think phones are a huge part of it. But honestly, I think it's deeper than that too. I think people's brains in general are just exhausted now. Everyone feels so overstimulated. Everyone feels mentally busy. Everyone feels like they should be doing something constantly. So even during quiet moments, people struggle to fully settle into them. And honestly, I think that's why so many people feel lonely now, even when they're surrounded by other people, because connection requires real presence, not just a physical presence. It requires mental presence. There's a difference there. There's a distinction between the physical presence and like the actual mental presence. And that feels harder and harder to find now. Even simple things feel different now. Watching movies with friends, going on drives, eating together, a lot of moments that used to feel slow, they had this slow energy to them. Now they just feel rushed. Maybe, and I think nostalgia is a part of this, of course, like with everything, but I think there's a deeper problem here, right? Like everyone is subconsciously trying to move on to the next thing, it feels like. And honestly, I think people miss slower connection more than they realize. Not in a dramatic way, just being somewhere, talking, laughing, not checking your phone every 3 minutes, not feeling mentally, pulled in multiple directions at once. I think modern life accidentally kind of trained people to stop fully experiencing moments while they're happening. And as a result of that, hanging out sometimes feels strangely empty now. It doesn't feel the same as it used to, even when everything looks the same and everything looks normal on the surface. And honestly, I think a lot of people feel this, but nobody really talks about it.